Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day and capturing a bunch of those pips out there. I thought I'd do a quick video just to show you how to put the indicators on your chart like I have them on mine. So here we're kind of starting from a blank screen. I'll show the properties so you get a quick look at what I have all set up here. My background is linen, black, light gray grid, green, and red, so on. So you can see that. You can pause the video to get your base set if you like it like this. I don't like the white background. It's just a little too bright for me, and I do like a light grid, just, because it's easy to see where the numbers are as well. So that's what I have set up for my background. Chart shift, auto scroll, show OHLC. Sometimes I'll show the ask line also, so I know, what the difference in price is on the spread, but that's not necessary either. So that's how I have that set. Those are the colors. Okay. Now we will start adding some indicators to the chart. So we'll put on the main chart, I like my Bollinger Bands on here. So we will go to Bollinger Bands. That'll be set at 20, 0 shift, 2 deviations, close, I like Dodger Blue. And there's your Bollinger Bands. Alright, let's see. Next I will do a moving average. Let's do that. I do a 5 simple moving average, set it to close, apply to close. This will actually be a Dodger Blue. Oh, not the deep sky blue. It'll be Dodger Blue. Oh, that's turquoise, aqua. There's my Dodger Blue. It was around there somewhere. So 5 simple moving average, apply to the close. My color's Dodger Blue. As you'll see, it'll put it right here. And then you can also thicken it up. I like it just one level thicker for that. We'll put another moving average on my chart. That's going to be an 8 moving average set at 0. That's going to be an exponential. We're going to apply to the close, or actually that's going to be applied to the open. And that color is going to be a dark orange. And there it is. Thicker line. Okay, so that puts that one. So that one will act as your support and resistance on your candles. And then you can use this 8 to trail your stop as well. We'll put the next moving average on there. That'll be a 50 moving average. That will also be an exponential applied to the close. That color on the 50 will be a magenta right there. Okay. Okay, next we will add the 100 moving average on there. So we'll put in 100, shift to 0, exponential, apply to close. I like that to be red because we're getting to the drop dead zone. This will show you the time frame, the trend on your higher time frames as well. And again, it acts as imaginary support and resistance, as you'll see here. Boom, candle came down, touched, kept on going. Came close, touched, kept on going. So you can see how they'll act as support and resistance. So that was the 100. Let's put a 200 on there. Moving average, the 200, 0, exponential applied to the close. I'll make that one black. If it goes past there, it's going the other direction. So that is how you put your Bollinger Bands, your 5, your 8, 50, the 100, and the 200 on here. Okay, so next we want to put the RSI. So you'll go over here to your navigator window right here. Click that. And what did I say? The RSI. Scroll down to your RSI, drag it, drop it onto your screen, and I have mine on the other screen. So your common, make sure it says allow DLL imports. Your input will be set at 7. Your colors, I use Dodger Blue, and I use a little bit thicker line. Hit OK. So now we've got the RSI on here. Now here's where I know some people were running into some troubles, and it was putting the moving average on the RSI. So what you do is you go back up here to your moving averages, drag it down into your RSI window, and we'll change that to the 10, and that will be a simple moving average. Now here's the most important part. Put the applied to as previous indicators data. There you go. I like it as red. A little bit heavier line there. Now click OK, and it appears on here. Now, your 10MA will tell you exactly when to get in right here. You see it coming down out of the 70. and it will cross, you're good to go on this little short scalp there. It's counter trend trade because, again, trending upwards. So that's a little counter trend trade that happens right there. You can get in on that cross, you can get out right there at that point. But we've covered that in other videos, and I have another video coming out in a couple of days that will analyze a trade that I took last night that managed to make some nice pips and some nice high dollars. So I'll analyze that for you guys and show you exactly how to analyze the daily and come all the way back down to your lower time frames to enter and ride it all the way up for big pips. But again, that's another video. But that's how you put the moving average, the RSI on here, and the moving average for it. Now, if I'm scalping on a lower time frame, I like the 10 moving average for the 5, 15, and higher time frames to show me the, where it's going, the momentum, and when to get in. So I want to see this coming back down out of here. I want to see this flattening out and heading back down in this direction. So again, that was a little quick counter trend trade. We won't get into trading, analyzing, and that sort of stuff here in this video, but just so you know. You can also change this. Sometimes when I'm dropping down on the 1 or the 5, and I want a little closer for entry, I might change it to a 5, and you see it just makes it a little choppier. Then I would enter right there. So it just brings it a little closer to your RSI indicator. So you can use whichever one you like. Again, for long term, use this one, but scalping, I'll use the other one. And let's put the stochastic on here. Drag and drop. Of course, again, common, allow DLL, make sure that's checked. I do a 10. Sometimes I use a 5. 5's a little faster. Sometimes I use a 10. Sometimes I use a 14. And then I'll hit OK. Actually, sorry. Let me change my colors. I don't like the light sea green. I want that Dodger blue as well. Red. I like my width a little heavier on that one. A little heavier. Hit OK. And voila. That's a little thick. I don't think I use it that thick. Let's go back and make it one thinner. There we go. There we go. That's the way I like it on my RSI. So there we go. We got the moving average on the RSI. We've got the stochastic set at 10.33. Sometimes I'll change it again. If I'm going low and scalping down there, I might change it to a 5. And watch this. It's going to change a little bit. Make these a little deeper, a little quicker. So there's a 5. You can use that for lower time frame scalping. If you just want to get in to capture this move, you see the cross here. Get in and capture this move from here down. From here is that. I would sell. If you're coming out of here and you're crossing, I would probably next candle sell at the close of that one. Run it down. So from here you sell, ride it down to here, you get out. But again, that's strategy. We're not getting into that right now. So that's what a 5 looks like. I keep it on what I call the middle time frame, or speed, shall I say, not time frame. The middle one is a 10. Makes it a little smoother, kind of smooths out some of those rough, bumpy spots. Also, on some of the higher time frames, or even just for simpler purposes, I know Sheriff uses a 14 on his, and this is what a 14 looks like. Again, it even smooths it out a little bit more. So there, makes a nice smooth 14. So you can use whatever works best for you. Again, I like to keep it on the middle at the 10. So, I use David's 4 rules. I use BRS. I use Sheriff, and kind of a mash of them all, and J-Rocks as well. So J-Rock likes the moving averages. I like it as well to kind of tell me where everything's going. Use it as a stop loss. Look at the higher time trend on the higher time frame. So if you like the moving averages, great. If you don't, take them off your chart. It's really up to you as to what you like to use also. But again, I follow the strategies taught in IML. So there we go. Now we have all of those indicators. That's great. Now here's another indicator that I like to use. This is called the, whoops, I got to get it and drag it down here first. It is called the Candle Time End and Spread Indicator, MT4. Is this one right here. If you Google that, it'll come up this one. Click on here, download it to your computer, which of course you just click this and it'll download. Once it downloads, let me get this off the screen, put it back on my other screen, and then once it downloads, you'll put it into here. And to put it in there, you go to File, Open Data Folder. Once you've downloaded it to your downloads, you'll go to your downloads, you'll right-click on it and copy it. Then you'll bring it to here. Again, hit File, Open Data Folder. It opens your window. Go to MQL4, double click, open that up. Go to Indicators, open that up. Right click, and well, I didn't copy it, so you can right click and then click Paste, and it'll paste it in this window for you. And then you'll see it right in here. So then once that's in there, you refresh your MetaTrader 4, or just shut it all the way down. Not this X, but the big red X that's above this. Shut your MT4 all the way down. Once you've added your candle end time spread, drag it, drop it. Again, make sure you comment, allow DLLs. The inputs will be, I like mine at the bottom right. So 1 is for the top right, 1 will put it up over here. 3 will put it right down here. I like it at number 3, which you'll see right here, corner 3. Hit OK, and there you go. It'll tell you your spread on your pair, and it'll tell you when the next bar is. It's counting down. So I like that indicator. It's very handy. The other indicator that you all have seen that I use, especially for the newer people, it's really great, especially if you're not familiar or accustomed to support and resistance or how to spot those or mark those. Go to fxtradingrevolution.com, supportresistance.html. You can download it right here. Just scroll down, pass on here, click download for free. Of course, it'll download to your downloads. Go to your downloads and right click and copy it. Then you'll come back here again, go to File, Open Data Folder, MQL4, go to Indicators, right click, paste it in there, and it'll drop it in here. And you'll see that right here. So now you'll have that in your indicators. You can also then close this down. So don't close your MT4 all the way down until you're done loading everything on here. So then what you'll do is you'll drag and drop this over here onto your screen. This will pop up. Make sure, again, allow DLL imports is checked. Then don't change anything. Just leave it as it is. Hit OK. And it will plop the support and resistance on here as you see. And it'll tell you untested, verified support, untested support, and so on. So this will help you get familiar with support and resistance zones until you can spot them yourself. So this is a great tool to use. So that's pretty much everything that I use, where I get it, how I put it on my charts, how I place it, and everything. So now you are all set up to trade and capture some monster pips. Whatever strategy you're using, this should serve you well. All right. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, of course, you know how to get a hold of me. Reach out, and I'll get back to you just as quickly as I can. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Happy trading. Go out and capture those monster pips.